Coach Scott here to talk about B.E.F shooting. B.E.F is an acronym. The B in B.E.F stands for balance. You want to be on balance with your legs about shoulder distance apart. Your knees should be bent, and you should be also be slightly on the balls of your feet. Make sure your hips are back, and you want your shoulders square to the basket. The first E is eyes. You want to keep your eyes locked on the rim when you shoot. A lot of people have different places where they look. Some people prefer looking at the whole rim or the middle of the rim, where others like looking at a specific spot on the rim. I prefer looking at the back of the rim, but you should do what makes you feel most comfortable. When you shoot, try to keep your eyes on the rim until you see the ball go through the hoop. The second E stands for elbow. On a traditional shot, your elbow is in, elevated, and at a 90-degree angle. Your elbow should be over your knee and your toe, and your arm should be straight above that. The F stands for follow-through. Have your fingers wide but in a comfortable position. Depending on what finger the ball comes off last will depend on how your hand is placed. You should shoot where the index, middle, or both the index and middle fingers are the last fingers to touch the ball. The ball should sit comfortably on the fingers with your hand relaxed. I like to say you should only be able to slide a piece of paper underneath the ball in your palm to ensure that your hand is relaxed. Your wrist should be in a locked position. When you push off your legs, everything should be smooth. Remember, your shot should be exactly the same every time you shoot, and you get your power from your legs. So depending on the distance, depends on how much your legs work. Your non-shooting hand is just a guide, so make sure that it comes off the ball before your release. And finish your shot with a straight arm, looking like you're trying to grab a cookie from a cookie jar. You should hold this follow through and exaggerate it to make sure that you're getting good muscle memory. Everyone has a different shot, so if your shot isn't exactly like this, it's okay. Do what makes you feel comfortable and where you can have the most consistent shot. Make sure that you practice shooting close to the rim to develop your shot. Your first shots while entering a gym should be close to the basket. Once you make several of these shots and you become consistent, you can gradually move back, but as soon as you feel like your shot is changing, you should stop and move back in. Once your legs and your core are strong and you have good muscle memory, then you can develop a longer shot.